Hey everybody, Joe81X, and on the tubes today, we're going to be starting a project. Nothing real crazy, but this is the beginning of the project. I like to, not only for the YouTubers, but even for myself. You make some like documentation. So, without further ado, we're down here. We're just, got some pictures here. Waiting for the couch. Nothing crazy. Or we're gonna buy a couch from point A to point B. 2 lamps. We'll figure out if these pictures are worth putting up anywhere. Not really too fond of the big ones, but the little ocean ones are nice. Surround sound, but I touched up the paint a little bit. You can see that line is nice and twatty. Got a little line here. I fixed that. I didn't show you what it looked like before, of course, but just a little bit. The guy's not coming back to fix the paint a line, so I taped it. I used frog tape. That's what made the line in the garage. That's frog tape. It's just my tablet. I have to charge it. Alright, so what we did was, one of the first things I did was take the, open up the gap in the door jamb. It was really, it was hitting up here. I guess the previous owners had a door latch, I guess, for their kids while growing up, because everyone had that kind in the basement. So we just hit it with, I planed it out with a wood planer. I could shellac it, to bring it back. The trick with this was to have someone keep it like that and then just hit it, and then just enough. You could also see where it was hitting after the paint was done. This just needs to be retouched up with paint. It was hitting a little bit down here. The striker was painted, that's normal, but that was hitting, Step back and shut it. No, we'll try to do it again. We got to get the squeak out of it. Jay likes to get the squeak out of it, so. And it's so loose that it's actually not hitting a damn thing. So now you're able to just slam it. So this is the next project that I'm endeavoring. I'll show you. According to JK18, this would be like father, like son, part whatever the fuck. So I decided to rip the paneling off. You could see the wood paneling down there. You could see where it was. There was absolutely no reason to glue it. That's what these lines are. The nails would have been perfectly fine. So there was a piece here. There was a piece here. And there was a piece here, triangle, and a big piece here. These foundation pieces, this is obviously the foundation underneath here. And this obviously goes over here, this piece. When I first moved in, it was carpeted. Lightly glued. No, not lightly glued. That's actually glue. That's all yellowed. That's supposed to be concrete. So they really glued that, put that on. Oh, and yes, and the basement was, excuse me, the basement was rugged also. Go back to my home videos, my walkthrough. I think it was thank God it wasn't glued. And this is the old school asbestos tile that was put down when the house was built. You'd think in a basement, after finishing it, basically what happened was they probably left it all open for the first homeowner. I don't know if they created any of these walls. The drywall usually is more of a brown if it was from the 50s or 60s, like the inside of the garage over there in my previous videos. So this might have been done in the early 80s or 90s. I added the double switch. I added the light. The popcorn ceiling matched the popcorn ceiling in this room. This was wallpapered. We'll go downstairs. Oh, This was a door, or it is a door. This was the original wallpaper. This stuff that I'll pull up today. Like, oof, look what they leave behind, huh? Nice spackle job. And I'm sure you could always move it. Anyway, there was a door here, if you watch my previous videos, and this wall went all the way to the end. And then this bench, which JK18 always busts my balls, because I turned it around, it's 8 feet, that was back here. That went from this wall back here, and that's the door. So you shut the door to go to Daddy's shop, and you come downstairs to play. And he also had one of these little rinky-dink things for the kids up high. I'm about 5'11", my hand's extended, so one of these little, like, no, Timmy, no, that's Daddy's place. That's where Daddy plays. So anyway, you could tell it was nailed in. So nails were fucking back in the day. You know, so maybe 80s. Here's the nails that were holding up the paneling. Here's a closer look. So today the door's coming down. I'm gonna glue a piece of wood to match the sill, and this piece is coming down. This is getting pulled out. We'll keep that stuff for now. This piece is gonna come down. That's a waste. And we're gonna take this switch, pull this switch out, put a junction box inside. I'll show you. And this wall, we're going to make this a wall. Not today, because I don't have the drywall. We're going to get rid of these switches, which were the original switches. There's nothing back there. I cut them out. That was the original way they wired everything. And basically, you're going to come down the stairs. You're going to hit your one switch here for the lights. The second switch is for this, which I don't normally keep on, just to light up this area. You come down, this is going to be gone, and we're going to have a wall here. You're going to have to do whatever you want, laundry, but when you have to go to the shop, you come around, and you're going to, boom, it's going to be right here. That's it. Clean up the workroom. I'm going to have to clean this all out. We're going to have to put a junction box on this 2x4 right here. All these wires are going to have to come in. There might be one or two that might be able to get pulled out. If nothing, without me looking at it, I'll just come out with a 2-wire, come up, come over, go inside. I keep hitting things. Go inside here. See this little Tomazigam over here? And then come down and then put the box. You know. That's it. Then while I take all this out, I'm going to move all this. There's an outlet right here. I'm going to keep that. I'm just going to come out and put an outlet right here. That's what I'm going to do right now. And then I'm just going to clean up this stuff. I have a brush. Morning brush is coming. Hold on. Oh, somebody fell down. Oh, God. Oh. So anyway, this is Shitalian Basement, Part 1. I gotta clean this. There was a wall here. If you could imagine, that's why it's all ripped up. They actually put a wall, half wall in front of the washing machine. Again, all this original stuff is on my walkthrough video. JK18 has a walkthrough video. It's about 4 or 5 years ago. And it shows the basement the way it was, laid out with all the walls. There's big stuff here, old fucking AC there, wall covering up that window. So anyway, Shitalian Basement entrance. We're just doing this part. We're just doing this part. This is like 6 feet. We're gonna just come around here, make this twatty, and figure out what I want to do with the asbestos tiles. Chip them away. I should have enough tile right here to do the stairs. And then we'll come, hopefully we're able to come down just to this line right here. Like again, today's Saturday, November 18th, 2017, and we're just kind of cleaning it up. Chop this up. This is garbage. So thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe. And stay tuned for the Shitalian Basement entrance, part 2, 3, 4, or 5. We'll see how far I get, because I may not even be doing this work. Oh, I wanted to point out one other thing. Oh, excuse me. I'm having somebody come in to give me a little bit of insight. See the way this foundation hits the wall, comes out, and then see the way the foundation comes in, and then now there's a gap. So if I sheetrock it and glue it, you're going to have that bump. This one's a little bit crappy. This has a complete gap. You put spackle in that, that's just going to crack. So trying to figure out what the best solution would be. I'm having the contractor come in who did upstairs to see if it's worth gutting this and then shimming it and bringing it out. Bringing this wall out a little bit, shim it. Because once you shim this, the point that comes out the most, once you put like a little piece of shim here and then you bring it up on the 2x4, the drywall now will sit on the shim and will sit flush. Then they'll just have to cut around here, and then if I tile it, that will bring it into the sheetrock and it'll look more professional than just leaving sheetrock cuts. So if I don't tile this, then it'll have to be carpeted, because you're not gonna fucking buy a Porsche and put a Toyota engine in it, right? Alright, well that's that. I spoke too much. Take a quick look of the before.